It's pre-Independence Day. We are not in our traditional attire, but you know, we're with y'all in spirit because tomorrow Namibia is celebrating their Independence Day, or rather our Independence Day, and we couldn't be more excited. Today, all the kids and everyone else who's not coming to work tomorrow is already celebrating in their independence attire. So you will be seeing us tomorrow in our independence attires. Nevertheless, you are watching Smell the Coffee with Diana Master and Aina Raisa Kweyo. How are you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing good. Happy pre-independence,
Thank
everybody. A happy weekend or holiday tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are working half day today.
And then also the kids starting tomorrow, like they're not going to school tomorrow and they're only going back the week after next week on Tuesday.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
It's their midterm break.
Even the teachers.
Even the teachers, Chomi.
Wow, Sabawell.
Sabawell. No, no. Those are God's favorites.
Wow. Sure. Oh, well, good for them.
Yeah, man. So I'm torn as to what I should wear. I don't know if I want to wear my Herero dress because, you know, I look good in that. Like, I'm like, oh. But then the problem is the color. It's giving I will disappear into the background kind
When
of
is
vibes.
this?
Oh, it's for tomorrow, but it's kind of like it's like a light blue. So it's giving borderline, you know, I may just disappear into the background. So I don't know. I might wear that. I might just wear traditional African wear. I don't know. I'll see.
Just look nice, sweetie.
You know I always look nice.
Just look nice.
You know I always understand the assignment.
Whatever looks nice, that's where it's at. That's where the chat is at.
Yes, of course. Whatever makes me look good. But yeah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, I can't complain. I don't have any beef with life. We are happy. We are alive.
We are blessed.
We are blessed. And we are moving.
True. Very
That's
true.
That's on that.
I feel like I woke up on the wrong side of bed. I woke up very angry today for no reason. So my baby mom said that I should just go back to sleep and start again. Like I should just be like, we're going to try this again.
Let's sleep for 1 hour.
Let's sleep for 1 hour. We're going to try this again. Yeah. Because I was very angry. At some point I was like, should I draw my eyebrows like this? Like to express how angry I am. Because even as I'm like, you know, when everything just feels like, I don't know, like burdensome, man. Because I'm like, now I must do this. I must find something to do. Oh my gosh, I was very annoyed.
Yeah.
I was very annoyed this morning. I don't know why.
It's just the devil that is trying to start you off on a bad note.
A reminder, do not let the devil use you to annoy me today. Today is not the day.
It's just the devil that wants to start you off on a bad note.
We will not accept that. We will not
You
accept
need to
that.
reject.
Today is going to be a great day.
It is a great day, not gonna be.
It's going to be so amazing.
Why are you saying
it's amazing.
it in the past?
It's fantastic.
In the future.
Yes.
Now.
Today is a great day.
Yes.
Okay. I will say today is a great day. Great things are happening to me and for me today. I think I should also start doing my daily affirmations. I haven't done daily affirmations in a while.
I do my daily affirmations every morning at 4 a.m. If I don't do those, then my day doesn't go according to plan. However, this morning I didn't do them, but I will go do them hereafter immediately because I can't go through the whole day without doing them. So I this morning I woke up at 2. Then I waited for 3 a.m. Then I prayed until 4. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm too tired. Let me just sleep.
I think March is laced with
affirmations
melatonin.
in the morning. Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone is feeling sleepy in March for some reason. I don't know what it is. What's in the air? I always do one affirmation with my daughter, and every time before I send her to school, I always say, "Remember." And she's like, God's favor is on my life. I'm like, amen. And then she goes.
Yeah.
So that's, but I haven't started doing like, you know, like a list of I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am strong, I am I am what. Because most of the time, again, in the morning, I'm busy doing everything and preparing and whatnot because I have to prepare myself and her. So usually the only thing I always say to her, like every day actually, I always say to her, remember? And she's like, God's favor is on my life. And that just puts me at ease.
Yeah.
That puts me like peace. I'm like, okay, you know what? She knows what's up. But yeah, we will be right back after this short break with our top stories.
Attention kids, we have some exciting news for you. We are back and this year we are planning on going big. So listen up. If you are in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1 or pre-primary, we are bringing your free school workbooks to you soon. This is all you need to know about where you can find your books. Books will be available for free in Republican Street Sale newspapers and all Namibian Sun newspapers. And for all pre-primary kids out there, your books will be delivered to your school in all 14 regions of Namibia. And there's more. Pre-primary books will also be printed in 9 different languages. Check out when your book will be available from the schedule right here. That's not all. Our free online school is there to help you along the way with video lessons and more books to download. You can also follow along on NTV every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 for your daily online school lesson. We thank all our sponsors who are helping to build a brighter future for Namibia. Contact us at info@acdtrust.com and follow us on Instagram.
Well, last week we reported on a story of a baby that was to just give birth mid-air because another baby was born mid-flight and the baby is scoring free flights for years to come. These babies weren't delivered via a stork, but it was some kind of giant bird. A young mother redefined airdrop after giving birth to a baby on plane, while the airline praising the doctor on hand for reacting quickly on the fly. We experienced a unique moment on board one of our planes. We welcomed a new passenger. 31-year-old mother went into labor during a flight from Mexico City to Ciudad Juarez, local media reported. Thankfully, off-duty doctor Leticia Olivares Solorio was on hand to help the mom-to-be, swaddled in a blanket. Upon touching down at their destination, the pair was sent to hospital for a full health exam. Because the birth happened in an uncontrolled environment, the mother and child had to go to separate facilities in case any complications arose due to the unorthodox birth circumstances. Thankfully, though, both appeared to be stable following the sky-high delivery. Aeromexico even plans to give the TOT 90 free flights in honor of the airline's 90th anniversary. Sabawell.
Sabawelli. I guess, yeah.
I too would want to score free flights, but I think now airlines are going to be stricter about pregnant women flying.
Even like if I was a pregnant woman, I would be fearful.
Yeah.
Like it's just, because
you never know, man.
And there's so much activity of fear in the plane.
There's too many variables.
One time the plane is in the clouds and they're just like, it seems as though it's falling, but it's not falling. The one time the pilot is announcing.
You would definitely go into labor. Shame. You'd be so stressed.
I would be so stressed. The one time the pilot is announcing what the weather.
This country. So most of the time they just be like, nah, we're not going to allow you entry.
Oh,
yeah,
but that's
countries.
So smart. I just go on a plane to Dubai. I give birth.
You give birth
in Qatar.
Your child is there, born in Dubai. Your child has Dubai citizenship. And then you're just like vibing, man.
The vibes, big vibes.
And then you can even apply to stay you there because then you'll be like, nah, but I'm the child's legal guardian. You have to give me because like,
right?
How is the baby supposed to survive? And
imagine.
Then, loopholes.
But kudos, shout out.
I mean, shout out to the doctor as well.
Shout out, yeah.
Like, I don't think I want to fly when I'm in my 3rd trimester because, again, so many things could happen, so many variables. And like you're saying, when you're 30,000 feet above sea level, geez, guys, like so many things could happen. The turbulence, your blood pressure goes up. And also when you're pregnant, your feet swell up a lot. Even if you're just flying for maybe an hour, I don't think I would do it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd do it.
Nevertheless, let's move to our next story. Celebrities once again and their lavish lifestyle. You will not believe this. Award-winning YouTuber and influencer Lasizwe Dambuza is selling his 2021 Range Rover Velar D240R Dynamic for 1.2 million rand. Social media reactions varied, with some joking about the student fund and others questioning the need for the hype around his car sale. Despite the attention, many pointed out that selling a car is a normal occurrence, highlighting the practicality of such a decision. When Lasizwe was asked by tabloids and the media, he said, "It's true, I am selling my car to make ends meet. Life always has a plan."
Yeah.
You know, when you lead a very lavish lifestyle, you sometimes people like Black China was selling her bags just to make ends meet. So Lasizwe is now selling his car so that he can get that 1.2 million rand and like sort out his other things. And he's praying and hoping that more paying gigs would come by.
At least he's being honest. But I always say, right? I don't know. I guess this is, again, poor people mentality. The minute you make money, your first thought is, let me go buy a luxury car.
Yes.
Forgetting that a luxury car is actually a liability. We saw people like, what's his name, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos was at some point driving a 2006 or 7 Corolla, and this man is a billionaire.
A lot of billionaires do not have nice cars. I swear to you, one day I went to just like not house hunt, because I don't have that money. What do I call it? I went house looking, house
window
view,
shopping, basically.
Yeah, but then I went to these affluent areas,
Yeah.
Ludwigsdorf, Kleine Kupe, and I'm seeing beautiful houses, but the cars that are parked there, it's like Donkey Botswanas. It's like cars for 90K.
Yes.
150K.
Those
They do
people
not have rich cars,
understand.
expensive cars.
They understand that luxury cars are a liability. Because imagine you buy a car for, let's say, 2.5 million. You're going to need to be servicing it every other month. That's already more money coming out of your pocket. And to fuel that car, because those cars have really big engines, so you're not doing yourself a favor on fuel consumption. It's giving a cars girly anyway. You're not doing yourself any favors on fuel consumption. Because whereas if you had your Daki Botswana, you fuel it with maybe, let's say for argument's sake, 2,000 for the month. That'll last you. With these big, expensive luxury cars, you put in 2K, it's going to last you maybe 2 weeks. You see things like that.
No, it's expensive lifestyle.
It's a very expensive lifestyle.
So I would rather honestly have an expensive home than an expensive car.
As long as I can get from point A to point B,
I would
fine.
drive a Polo coming out of a mansion.
Like these compact SUVs, I like those. But hey, if my husband wants to give me a push present that's expensive, I'm not gonna say no. But with my own money, I don't think I would buy a really big, expensive luxury car. I would rather invest in my home because I love spending time at home. Like I just get home like, wow, look at my house. It's so nice. Yeah, I think that's more what I would do. Cars are really just a liability. You get it bumped, you're there crying because it's like, insurance, sure, will pay for some of it, but then some of the costs need to come out of your own pocket. So
yeah, that's Lasizwe's story. We wish you
all the best, sweetie.
Brighter turn of events. I hope you get the 1.2 million.
But again, it goes back to that thing we're saying about being in the entertainment industry. Like you never have steady income. You can have a really good month and a really bad month. It's never constant. You can have gigs now. You can have like a season of just gigs, and then you don't get anything at all.
Yeah.
So as an artist, I think artists, most of us have learned how to save money.
Yeah.
Because you never know when your next paycheck is coming.
When your next gig is.
Yeah. So we always made sure that, you know what, you use that money like sparingly. You only spend when you absolutely need to.
Yeah.
And I think that's also good financial discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah, shame, man. But Lasise, we're wishing you all the best, sweetie. Now, after the break, we are talking to Sibolala, and you definitely had fun with that interview, didn't you?
Love. Oh, what a great interview. Great energy. She's just like a ball of everything nice.
Yeah, she definitely is. She walked into studio and immediately the vibes were, the energy was
Yeah.
out of this world. But hey, if you don't believe us, take a look for yourself.
Join us in celebrating Namibia's diverse heritage as we approach the 34th Independence Day. Namibia Media Hub and Capricorn Group of Companies present a unique celebration this year, emphasizing positivity and patriotism. Share your sentiments about our country, focusing on peace and stability. NMH's newspapers will showcase selected positive messages in the lead up to Independence Day, forming a vibrant mosaic of national pride. The 10 most uplifting messages will each win a cash prize of 1,000 Namibian dollars. Send your message easily by scanning the QR code or WhatsApp #Unite Namibia to 085 785 6231. #Unite Namibia 34.
Everything is changing nowadays. So people are taking their comedians seriously and politicians as a joke. Joining us right now on Smell the Coffee is Sibolala. You may know her as a comedian or the electrifying and energetic Swift 30 presenter, or simply just good people. All of those are valid. She is a woman who is multi-talented. How you doing, girl?
Multi-talented. Thank you for I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Who is Sibo?
I mean, oh my gosh, like you said, multi-talented, but I'm trying not to be one of those people that are doing too much. Like, there goes Sibo again, what is she up to?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm an artist and I'm a creative. I started things off being on radio and then crossed over now to TV. Was a poet. That's how I began really writing. You know, got my degree in journalism and communication studies, getting my master's in mass communication. You know, I'm a marketing manager. I'm a lover. I'm a laugher.
Love that. All right, what's your story? What is Sibo's story? Tell us about the young Sibo, where she grew up, what she was doing. Did she always want to be a comedian?
No. Like, that was the furthest thing from my mind. When I grew up, I was with my uncle, and, you know, he was a diplomat, and I thought, I want a job that pays me to travel. Because to me, it meant
to speak good English.
Yes,
bilateral, multilateral.
African continental free trade.
Yes,
you know. So that's what for me. That was, you know, those are the jobs that we knew. You have to be an engineer if you try to be fancy. But no, I never saw myself getting into comedy. I didn't even see myself getting into the creative space. That's just something that happened along the way as life went.
Yeah. Okay, and then, as a comedian, how do you choose what's funny and what's not? Walk us through the process of your material as a comedian.
I think you have to first understand what type of comedian you are, because there are different comedic styles, right? So you will have your observational comedy, you'll have your anecdotal comedy, you will have your deadpan, you will have, you know, your dirty jokes and your, you know, your shock value comedy style. So there are different comedic styles. So if you know what your style is, it's really easy for you to navigate. Okay, this is how I write and this is how I go along. I think for me, because I'm more anecdotal as a comedian, which means I'm a storyteller, because that's how I grew up also. With my grandmother, she was a big storyteller. So I started off being a writer first.
Okay.
So I write from a storytelling perspective, whereby if you have a comedian like Trevor Noah is like observational comedy, so it's like social commentary. So he looks at what's happening in the world and does social commentary on that, because that's his style of writing. So first you have to discover, you know, what your style is and who you are, and work from there.
Oh, nice. And then let me just share this with you. There is nothing that I hate more than a heckler. There is, yo, if I am performing, if I am on stage, please do not interrupt. Do not. How do you handle hecklers?
There's two types of hecklers. There's a heckler that's just out of hand because they're drunk, right?
True.
And there's nothing you can do apart from ask security, because now you're disrupting everybody. And then there is the kind of heckler that is in their right frame of mind, but just a miserable person. So with that, you can try to, if you are really good at engaging with the audience, and because there's some comedians that are, there's some comedians that are not, you can engage, but to a certain limit to check that person, because there's what we call the power of the mic. When you have the mic, you have the power.
You are in control.
Yeah, so you never really relinquish your power to a heckler. And sometimes it's actually advisable to not even engage, but to check them and keep going. So fortunately for me, I'm very funny, man. I haven't really dealt with hecklers that much.
Love, because everyone is consuming the content. Everyone is laughing and having the best time of their lives. All right, when it comes to comedians, I always wonder, how do you draw the difference between being funny and like being shady or saying something sensitive? Because we live in a very woke era right now. We live in an era of cancel culture. How do you then make sure that tomorrow when you wake up, you are not trending and there is no hashtag cancel Sibo?
What you say, they don't care. What you say, they will say what they say, how they say it. And that's what for me, because my comedy comes from my life, I try to be as authentic as possible. If you find that offensive, then that's none of my business, because but this is my truth. You know what I mean? So I don't go out to try to offend. I try to tell my story. And if within my story you're offended, but it's not your story.
But also you can't control
you cannot, the narrative
offense.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't control how people react to what.
I think when I won Last Comic Standing. So what happens with Last Comic Standing, you're like 10 to 15 comedians. And you go through the rounds until the last final winner. And with the Last Comic Standing, I was the only girl, mind you. That was, So to have really clinched that, because a lot of times we try to separate genders, understandably, like, there's the female category for this and a male category for that. But to know that I was in a lineup whereby it was just about comedy, regardless of what your gender was, and I won that was like one of my highlights. Like, it really gave me that confidence to say 14 others couldn't make it and I made it.
I am the girl.
I am the one.
I am the moment.
And the two. And
the chosen one.
So that was my highlight. That was my highlight.
And then finally, who are some comedian influences in your life that you look up to? Somebody that you are like, you know what, David Carr, that's my guy. I love.
Funny you should say that. I used to be obsessed with Pure Monate, the Pure Monate show that he had, and I love David Carr. Right now, I'm more interested in the female comedians, like your Celeste Ntuli, I like your Tumi Morake, I love Ellie Wong. And, the reason why I love Ellie Wong so much, actually, is because she's both a stand-up comedian and she's a writer, because like I said, first and foremost, I am a writer. So even your comedic group, female writers, I love. I love your Issa Rae, I love your Quinta Brunson, I like your Robin Thede. Robin Thede right now just did, not right now, but a couple of years ago, she came up with the first ever sketch show with just women and just black women. So it's called the Black Lady Sketch Show, and I'm just like so obsessed with it. So yeah, I'm inspired by other females that are doing it in the space.
Those are your people. And young Namibian comedians, female ones, are there any?
Yes, Jaja. I've always looked up to Jaja.
Love.
So she's like one of those, like, oh, I love you so much.
Put me on her material. I also want to laugh.
And I'm fortunate again to work with one other female that's amazing. That's Zita, so that's been great.
All right, Sibolala, thank you very much for joining us on Smell the Coffee. We wish you all the joy in the world. May you also laugh as much as you make us laugh.
Thank you. Send me love and light. And money.
And money. Never forget money.
Send me my money.
On that note, we will be right back with more Smell the Coffee after the break.
Well, lovelies, that does bring us to the end of another exciting episode of Smell the Coffee as we go and get our pre-independence celebrations on.
Yeah, boy.
Y'all be safe. From Dana Master and Aina Raizakweyo, do enjoy your day. And of course, if you're going to be going for the long weekend, do enjoy your long weekend. Bye.
Stadium buying them a bit of events and share on how we planning to develop it a bit later on. But to everyone from the corporate community who are and the business community who are wholeheartedly welcome here today. Then to all the media, we've got quite a number of media houses. To all of you, thank you so much for your support. You're always there when we have these type of events. Thank you for sharing these highlights to Namibia to make sure that the people of Namibia can see what's happening and what sport is doing in this country. So thank you for you being here today. We highly appreciate that. On that note, I want to introduce our leader of the organization, Dr. Rudy van Vieren. He will then introduce the Honourable Minister, and we've got a small little surprise for you, a second announcement that we didn't prepare you for. And then we're going to share some information on the stadium, the background of it, share some lovely stories. There has been some stadium tour this morning already where you've just like a walkabout regarding the facility. There will also be one afterwards for the people who've missed the first one. So if I can call up without further ado Dr. Rudy van Vieren.